disgusting. I'm former law enforcement. You're disgusting. You are the Nazi. You are the Gestapo.
This story absolutely encapsulates where we are with a second Trump term. There's a man named Jared Wise, who is now a senior advisor for the United States Department of Justice, working for Pam Bondi, working for Donald Trump. The same Jared Wise who didn't get a chance to go to trial for what he was charged with for being at the insurrection that day, threatening to kill cops, chanting, kill them, while himself being an FBI agent, I guess, working in some capacity for the federal government, being law enforcement at the very least. He was pardoned by Donald Trump. And now he works for the Department of Justice as a special advisor, a senior level advisor in the Justice Department. They are not only trying to erase the history of the attempted overthrow of the United States government in the violent insurrection against the country, the attempted keeping Donald Trump in office extra democratically, extra constitutionally, by overturning a free and fair American election. They're trying to erase the history of it, which cannot be erased. We will never forget. No matter what they do, the history books will not reflect their narrative unless we lose everything. This is an NPR headline. Video shows Department of Justice official urging January 6 rioters to, quote unquote, kill cops. Now, I'm going to play this, but I have two paragraphs I want to read for you, just to give you a flavor for what we're talking about here, to give you a little background. Less than 5 years after urging rioters to kill police at the Capitol, a former January 6 defendant is working as a senior advisor for the Justice Department, which has been dramatically remade under the second Trump administration. NPR has obtained police body cam footage from multiple angles of the former defendant and current administration official, Jared Wise, berating officers and calling them Nazi and Gestapo. NPR located the footage, which has not been previously published, in a review of thousands of court exhibits from January 6 criminal cases obtained through legal action by a coalition of media organizations. The Department of Justice had introduced the footage as an exhibit in Wise's trial. NPR also obtained the transcript of Wise's testimony, which I'm going to read here. I'm going to read from that transcript to give you an idea of who this character is and how he comported himself in trial before he was able to be convicted, before Donald Trump pardoned him unconditionally for his threatening to kill police and the violence on that day, in which he acknowledged that he repeatedly yelled, "Kill him," as officers were being attacked, and tried to explain his actions. Wise was not convicted of any crimes related to January 6th due to President Trump's order to end all Capitol riot prosecutions. A Department of Justice spokesperson said in a statement, "Jared Wise is a valued member of the Justice Department, and we appreciate his contributions to our team." This is the person they are glad to share space with. This is the person who's a valued member of the Department of Justice team, whose contributions are so appreciated. Watch this from January 6th, 2021, the day we almost lost our democracy because of the insurrection against the country.
You're disgusting, man. You guys are disgusting. I'm former law enforcement. You're disgusting. You are the Nazi. You are the Gestapo. You can't see it because you're chasing your pension, right? Your pension, your retirement, right? That's what runs your life, your retirement.
The sad thing is they're not even going to get their pension because it's going to be worthless.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Yeah! Fuck that! Yeah! Kill him!
is the person who's a valuable member of the Department of Justice's team, threatening, screaming vile insults at federal employees, Capitol Police, and there are also Metropolitan Police Department officers there too, chanting for the crowd to murder them. He denies, I don't want anybody to die, in his testimony, of course, because, those two things are congruent. I didn't want anybody to die. I was just screaming, kill them, kill them. Yeah, it makes total sense. I guess if you're in the Trump cult, it makes sense. This is some from the testimony. On the witness stand, according to the trial transcript, Wise acknowledged entering the Capitol building and tried to explain why he called the police Nazis and Gestapo and said, kill them, as other rioters assaulted officers. He testified that he was responding to what he viewed as police brutality and acting out of anger. Those are terrible things to say. Of course, I shouldn't say those things, Wise testified. I think I was careless and used terrible words when I was angry. He said the terms Nazi and Gestapo came to mind because of law enforcement training he received from the Anti-Defamation League and past visits to Holocaust museums. Yeah, whenever I visit the Holocaust Museum here in Washington, D.C., I'm left screaming for cops to be murdered while they protect the United States Capitol. Every single time. I don't know about you. Me and Jared Wise, we must be just special. A federal prosecutor pressed Wise about his rants against police. Quote, you yelled, shame on you, Assistant U.S. Attorney Taylor Fonten asked. I did, Wise replied. And you meant it or you wouldn't have said it, right? Fonten asked. I assume, yes, Wise said. And you meant kill him, kill him, kill him, get him, right? Fonten asked. No, Wise said. I think I was just an angry reaction. It was just an angry reaction. Okay, so you meant it 10 seconds before, and then all of a sudden you didn't mean it, right? Fonten said. No, Wise testified. I don't think I meant kill him. I don't want people to die. While on trial, under oath, he says with credulity, expecting us to believe that with that face that you watched in that clip, with that venom and that vitriol and that hatred, driven by conspiracy theories that Donald Trump won the election, he wanted his fellow rioters, his fellow insurrectionists to kill police officers while saying with his mouth he was in law enforcement. This encapsulates everything you need to know about the second term of Donald Trump. They are placing in the highest levels of our government dangerous rebels and insurrectionists against the republic. People who were willing to watch law enforcement guarding our Capitol die at the hands of his compatriots. This is it. And Donald Trump emboldened them by pardoning them. He emboldened them psychically by giving them aid and comfort. Aid and comfort delivered to our enemies. Seditious conspiracy were some of the charges. Anyway, it's a tough note to end the day on. I'd love to know what you think. You can click below. Leave a comment on this video wherever you see it. You can also call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, as always, the old-fashioned way, daily@dollemore.com. I'd love to hear from you. What am I missing here? Is there nuance that I'm not addressing? I'm okay with dissent. Let me know. If you want to help support this work, I would appreciate it very much. You can click below this video on YouTube and become a channel member, or you can direct your browser over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast and help support with $2 a month there. Every little bit goes a long way. If I'm able to marshal the size of my audience and everyone, or 2% of people were to give $2 a month, $1.99 a month, we could radically and fundamentally change and grow this operation into something absolutely untouchable, or at least less touchable, by Donald Trump and the forces that want to destroy the truth. Anyway, I love and appreciate you very much. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Be genuine and take care of one another.